Okay, we are live. Okay, awesome. Uh, hey everyone, my name is Azar Ali. Welcome to our second information session for Developer Student Clubs FIU. I'm so happy for everyone that is joining us tonight to learn about what we offer as an organization and for the newest initiative that we are doing with our chapter of Developer Student Clubs. So without further ado, let me, oh, shoot, okay, technical difficulties? No, okay, cool. So, so first to start off, what is a DSC? Well, DSC in short stands for Developer Student Clubs. And a Developer Student Club is a community supported environment that's recognized by the Google Developers Program and is one of the 5 or 6 programs that is sponsored by Google developers. So that includes Google developers, experts, women tech makers, and so on. So therefore, Google developers provides us with resources and they provide us with industry experts and all sorts of help in order for us to bring forth, to help students bridge the gap between theory and practice at Florida International University, to help students become more technically expertise and to join a community of like-minded individuals to make amazing projects and to become the best developer possible with our campus. Oh my God, I'm always pressing the wrong button, always. Always. So how do we help you become the best developer possible? How can you how can you become involved with our community? Well, through some of the initiatives that we typically do every semester, or that we will be doing, or we have been doing, are based on 3 main concepts. One, learning new skills. Two, building real life solutions that will help, that will not only be that will be full fleshed out projects and ideas, but also those that will make an impact in your community. And 3, meeting new people, whether it's like-minded people or people they never got the chance to meet before, people that are willing to form a community, and those who want to become more technically expertise. You'll meet all sorts of people here with a common purpose to, yeah, to become the best sort of developers possible. Yeah. So who are the people that are bringing forth this organization, or this year's DSC FIU chapter? Well, we the chapter is run by what is called a core team. And the core team is behind the scenes every single day working super hard to try to make awesome initiatives, work on amazing events, and try to provide as much technical support and as much help to the FIU community as best as possible. So going from left to right, top to bottom, we have your boy here. I'm the president of DSC FIU, as well as the lead. We have Lázaro, who is vice president. Casey is the coordination lead. Bianca Rubio, the program manager of DSC, as well as Natalia, another program manager of DSC. Sabrina Kilo, our marketing lead, who makes all of those amazing flyers that you see every week on Instagram. Danny Bartolini, who you see in the Instagram, or you see in the Discord quite often, giving y'all your announcements, keeping y'all up to date as the outreach lead. Roberto Beze as the social media lead. John Quidogram, the AI lead, aka the furry lead. No, what, I didn't say that. He is the one of the 5 tech leads for for our organization, as well as Hermes, Dewan, Nathaniel, and Giovanni. All 5 of them are some of our technical experts as part of our organization, and their aim to help you become, help mentor you with your projects, and also help lead our dev communities, which we'll be getting into in a second. So, what have we been doing this semester? Because this definitely isn't the first meeting that we've had. So, what have we done since September, so all the way to now? Well, we've been doing quite a lot for our first semester at FIU. We have had quite a few events. The first one we had was the Cloud Hero, which was sponsored by Google Cloud, which I personally led, which helps students learn the basics of the GCP platform and get accustomed on how to use BigQuery and the ML tools that Google Cloud provides. And during the Shell Hacks weekend, we had run two workshops during Shell Hacks. One which was led by our Vice President Lazaro, who taught all of us how to do one-liners in Python, and John and Hermes, who and also Kevin, who taught everyone about neural networks. Then we participated in two sessions of the Flutter Beginner's Guide to Development, where Google experts personally taught a live streamed Flutter development and how you can get involved with Flutter development. Then we've had two events where we collaborated with an international university, a University of Ottawa in Canada, all the way up there where it's super cold. We did two workshops with them as well. One was Intro to Firebase, where they made a web app where students were able to make a web app and then ignite it using Firebase and through user authentication, all of that sort. And as well with the intro to machine learning, John and Hermes and Ahmed from U Ottawa taught about linear regression and the very basics and fundamentals of that. And also there was the Cloud Study Jam, which also taught about GCP. Those events were all events that have been recorded, and you could find all of those in our Discord server, which we will, if you're not already a part of, we'll share the link towards the end of the presentation. And then finally, we had the game night. So another reason to join our Discord server is that you'll have access to all of our fun events that we'll be doing bi-weekly. Bi-weekly meaning not two times every week, once every 2 weeks, but we're usually chilling in the Discord server every night these days. So if you definitely want to get involved with the community and just come and hang out and chill and hear about all of our events, hear about and take part of our fun stuff, join our Discord server. So the meat of what we're here for, what we have been working for a very long time now. And I am so happy and I'm so proud to introduce our newest initiative at DSC FIU, developer communities. Woo! But what are developer communities? Well, I'm glad you asked. Developer communities are a place for students. They're communities in themselves where students can come and learn about specific technologies, meet people with similar goals and similar interests, and they can learn all of the new skills in a certain field, and they could work together with people that they meet in the community to create projects based around these technologies, and also gain inspiration for ideas for future projects, and as well for initiatives such as the Solution Challenge. You don't need to be a pro to join these developer communities. They're super beginner friendly. They're not going to be like super coding intensive, or they're going to be more so a place where you can get your feet comfortable with these communities, and where you can learn, you can ask all sorts of questions that you have and get become comfortable with all of these technologies and fields, and so you can finally feel your interests of how to get into these fields. Because I know personally, I've asked myself for a long time, how do I get into a certain field? How do I get into AI? How do I get into mobile development? How do I become a competitive programmer? Well, through these communities, you'll be able to do exactly that. So we will be offering 3 different developer communities starting off this fall semester, starting off next week. We'll be offering first mobile development, then artificial intelligence / machine learning, as well competitive programming. And each of these will run every single week. They will have a meeting, or they will have some event happening every single week, and you could expect you'll learn more about these dev communities now. So what do the dev communities do in general? How do you benefit by joining a dev community? Well, by joining a dev community, what our goal is to do is to create a welcoming environment for people to join from all different skill levels. Whether you're a top tier software engineer, in Neuralink, researching the newest like AI, you're really big brain, or if you're just starting off, you don't even really know what AI really means. That's perfectly fine. That's why these communities, there's a perfect place to just come and for all people from different ideas, different backgrounds to come together and to learn together. And as well, but the main thing tying everyone together is that common interest, that common fuel, that common fire to learn these different technologies. And by pairing up people from different skill levels, but with the same interests, we're able to do amazing things together, or we will be this year. We will, well, the main goals of this of the dev communities is one, or the main outcomes is to everything that we're doing with DSC FIU is sort of leading up to the solution challenge. And once you do the solution challenge, you can continue working on projects with people that you meet, people that that you see, and you're like, hey, I want to work on a hackathon with you. Or hey, you want to work on like this project? Like we learned this thing in this dev community last week. Let's go. This is definitely the perfect place to do that. So, like I just mentioned just now, this will lead into the solution challenge. But what is the solution challenge? Why does this matter? Why is this relevant to me? Well, the Google Solution Challenge is it's a competition taking place next semester where DSEs from all over the world, not only just in the United States, not only just Canada, people from like India, people from Taiwan, Africa, everywhere will be competing wherever there is a DSC. And the goal of the Solution Challenge is for people to gather up in teams of 4. You can choose whoever you want in your team, or if you don't know anyone, you will also there will be team pairing sessions very soon happening where you can find a team. But the main point is to gather up a small group and to work on an idea or a project that you are passionate about and something that will impact the community, that will make a difference in your life or make a difference in the lives of others, whether it's in our FIU community, whether it's in our Miami community, or in our country as a whole. Whether it could tackle whether it be political problems, social problems, economic problems, all of these sorts of problems that need to be addressed. You can do this through the Solution Challenge. And how do you get to this point where you can work on the Solution Challenge? Join our dev communities and listen to our events, and you will be more than prepared for the solution challenge. And typically you will have about 4 or 5 months to work on these projects for the solution challenge. And the best thing about the solution challenge is that you are free to if you join, once you create a team and you have an idea, you have full free form to do whatever you like with your idea. We're, as a DSC, not there to micromanage people. We're not there to tell you what to do, give you deadlines, set like this is class. This is the opposite of class. This is a place where you can come together with other students and make cool projects with people that you like and people that have the same interests as you in a very welcoming community, whether it be on our Discord or hopefully when we come back to class the next semester, we call work on these projects together in person. So this is definitely something you'll have to look out for very soon because we'll be sending out more information really soon. And now I would like to pass it off to Dewan to explain our very first dev community, mobile development. Dewan?
What's poppin', everyone? Let me unmute myself really quickly. Like as I said, I'm Dewan, and I'm going to talk about the first dev community that's mobile development. I've been working with 2 other people, Giovanni and Nathaniel, to plan the mobile dev community. So I hope you enjoy what we have to talk about. So our meetings are going to be on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about the fundamental aspects of mobile development. We're going to be talking about making requests through APIs, state management, debugging, and we'll also cover some design topics so that you can get familiar with designing a mobile application. Some of the technologies that we're going to be using include Flutter for the front end client side, and Golang to make API requests, and Figma, which is an application that will allow you to design frameworks or design mockups and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess the next dev community is John and Hermes.
What's up, everyone? Artificial machine learning. So this is a huge buzzword these days, I understand. So I'm going to start off by drawing the distinction between what artificial intelligence is and what machine learning is. Artificial intelligence is the broad area of like general like intelligent computing, which is basically in layman's terms, the field of computing such that instead of implicitly designing a program or explicitly designing a program to do something, you're implicitly designing algorithms and techniques in order for the program to learn to do things on its own. This is very, very, very popular field, and it's very pervasive in a lot of technologies. So the next slide, I'm going to show you guys this very cool video. You guys are going to love it. Yeah.
Oh, I think my screen is sort of low from everything.
I am an explorer. Searching for the origins of our universe. And charting a safer path to other worlds. I am a helper, moving us forward one step at a time, and giving voice to every emotion.
I love you.
I am a healer, modeling the future of medicine. And finding a needle in a haystack when every second counts. I am a visionary, uncovering masterpieces lost to the ages. And finding new adventures in a galaxy far, far away. I am a builder, driving perfection in everything we create. I am even the narrator of the story you are watching. And the composer of the music. And when the world faces its greatest challenge, I give us the power to take it on together. I am AI.
So that's AI. It's actually from NVIDIA's GTC conference. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty cool. NVIDIA is actually spearheading this like AI because they have the compute ability. What we see is with increased Moore's law type computational capabilities, we see like more very innovative solutions that act intelligently. So yeah, this is AI, very pervasive. You can do a lot of cool stuff, not only in app development, in robotics, in anything you want, your business or whatever. It's a very, very important technique. In my opinion, it's going to be just as important as data structures pretty soon. So what can we offer as DSC AI Dev Community Club? I'll explain. So for AI dev communities, what we want to do is study artificial intelligence and machine learning, which is a subset of it, in order to make sense of natural language processing, computer vision, and data science techniques. We do this to explore how to find and detect, predict areas or predict anomalies or whatever we want to predict in areas such as transportation, cybersecurity, banking, and healthcare. Now, my goal as a lead is to not create niche data scientists to work in a vacuum. I want to create software developers I want to develop a network of software developers who can use machine learning, AI, and data science as a tool in order to build interesting apps and innovative apps in order to like create very, very novel solutions to a lot of the most challenging problems. Some of the technologies we're going to be using is TensorFlow, PyTorch, and GCP. So yeah, this is what we're going to be using for now. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I know it's like kind of a lot and there's a lot to unpack, but I'm not going to go over everything this info session, but our first meeting, we can go over everything. I'll move it along to our next dev community.
All right. So the next community is competitive programming. It's being run by me, Lazaro Hurtado, the VP of DSC FIU, and also John Quito-Graham, which is also doing the AI ML developer community. Cool. All right. So as you can see right here, we have just a little bit of information. If you guys want to read it while I'm talking, you can also check out the benefits. But something I want to mention is that the other developer communities had the meetings up in the right, but just give us guys a second because we have a little bit more meetings to go through. But yeah, let me tell you the main goal of this community. The main goal of the competitive programming community, DSC FIU, is to turn the casual programmer into a confident advanced programmer on a technical scale. In this community, we'll be learning important data structures and algorithms by solving technical questions with Dr. Geary, who is the head of the FIU competitive team. The skills and knowledge acquired as part of the community activities will help you prepare for programming competitions hosted both internally, and against other schools as well, if you do make the competitive programming team. In addition to gaining valuable programming experience, dedicated members who make the programming team and who are active will qualify for scholarships, which is something really, really cool as a student. So as you can see right here on this slide, in the benefits, you guys will have the ability to join the competitive team. And all you have to do is be dedicated and attend these lectures and show Dr. Geary that you're really passionate about this field, because he is the head and he's been doing it for over 10 years, which is insane. And through these competitions, you can get scholarships, and you can apply for scholarships. And you also get prizes and recognition if you do win these competitions against other schools, which is something really, really cool. And one of the best parts as well is that this is great for technical interviews. As a computer science major, you guys will always experience a technical interview when applying to jobs. And some of them can be really, really tough. But with this specific developer community, we can help you ease how those questions and really prepare you guys better for it. All right. I like that little fade into each and every single slide. All right, so now let's get into our meetings. We have 4. Competitive programming could be pretty intense. You guys don't have to attend all of them. If you guys have to choose, I recommend that you do attend these first 2 up here, and that is hosted by Dr. Geary. So we have his lectures on Thursdays from 3:30 to 4:45 p.m. And then he also hosts competitions every Saturdays from 12:30 all the way to 5:30, and that's when they close. Now, the reason I'm saying is if you guys have to choose to really attend these is because this is how you will be able to qualify to join the competitive programming team and to qualify for those scholarships as well. But this is if you had to choose. And if you can attend all four of these, it would be great because just having that extra knowledge or extra experience always helps out. For example, okay, for example, Dr. Giri, he has his lectures on Thursdays from 3:30 to 4:45 p.m. And then we, John and I, we give a lecture review on Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. Then as well, Dr. Giri has his competitions on Saturdays. And then John and I do a competition reflection where we go over the questions that he gave in the competition and to really help students break it down and solve it on Sundays from 2 to 3 p.m. So if you guys have any more information or if you guys are interested, we will make all of these channels public on Discord and then you can join after this event. But if you guys have any questions at all, just feel free to DM me on Discord or John as well, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's actually, those are all the dev communities that we have for this semester. So thank you, John, Lasser, and Juan for talking about your respective dev communities. I actually want to open the floor up to questions right now. You could either type in the chat or you could also ask, like, turn on your mic, if you also want, turn on your camera too to see your face and see how, join us up here. Floor is open up to questions. You can ask anything about either one of the dev communities, anything about DSC, or if you philosophical life question, meaning of life and stuff. I'm well open to that too. So floor is open.
Is it ideal to stick to one community, or you could just be a part of multiple?
You could be a part of if you're interested in all, I join all. Really is whatever you're interested in and what you would like to get more experience in. I highly recommend joining as many communities as you can. You definitely don't have to stick to one. You don't have to feel constricted by, this one, like, oh, they won't want me in this one, or no, you're more than welcome to join all. And there's no registration process, there's no, it's when you're able to make these meetings, or when you, what you're most passionate in joining, you attend and you gain the most possible value that you can from these sessions. And anyone, so, and as many as you like.
I bet.
Yeah, for sure. Me personally, I'm gonna try. I ain't saying this just because I'm the president, but I'm personally interested in all three. So I'm gonna make my best effort to attend all three. Definitely, all awesome topics that are really emerging and really good to know about.
I had.
Oh, go ahead.
ahead.
No, after you. I already went.
Oh, all right. For the programming competitions, could you go into a little bit of detail about like what languages we're going to be competing in, or is it just general?
You want this, Lazar?
Oh no, go ahead.
For the programming competitions, you guys can code in any language you want. Although Dr. Geary encourages you to learn C++, and if you're using Python, he'll highly discourage that. Like, it's too slow to win anything.
Okay. Is it like a timed competition?
Yeah, it's not, this one isn't timed, but like typically in programming competitions, you're given a problem set, and the team who finishes it the fastest and does the most optimal implementation typically wins the competition. So we don't have the people we used to have. Like 3 years ago, we used to be really nice. Like our programming team was like levels, but So like we would have someone like go there in like 45 minutes, complete like everything. There was this girl named Fatima who would do that, and she would code in Python too. So like, don't feel discouraged if you're a Python coder. But yeah, yeah,
Snap.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Although, I mean, have you seen anyone do anything like an emoji code or anything? I know Dewan was possibly trying to get him into the emoji code. Is there a place for emoji code on the computer programming team?
Emoji code is better than Python. I I say that to
I think
trigger
it's actually
Lazar.
faster than Python too.
Hey, Juan, Juan, we're gonna have to talk about that later.
Have a nice civil chat, about your
Yeah,
usage of.
John, when you were on the competitive programming team, didn't you use emoji code?
Bro, yeah, like of course. Yeah.
You had to get a specific keyboard just with all the emojis so that you could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he gives us a scholarship to buy the emoji keyboard. Like that's what the scholarship's for.
Oh no.
I'm not gonna lie. For some time, I consider if emoji code was a real thing or not.
It is a real
It's a
thing.
real language, but I wouldn't use it.
I don't know.
Your first language to start off with, I probably would not recommend it. I would. That's
Really hard.
my advice. I think it's like mixed with like C++ or anything. But okay. Besides the fact, does anyone have any any additional questions before I go on a tirade about emoji?
Next step to join the community, just to show up to the first meeting.
Yeah, we'll be on our Discord. We'll be posting more and more information on each of our dev communities, and as well like the Zoom links that you could join to be a part of the community. Yeah, we'll be sharing more information through like our emails, our social media. So make sure with the links on our page right here, DSCFIU as our Instagram. We have our website over there, and as well the invite link to join the Discord, which may or may not be most up to date. If it's not, just let me know and I'll send out a more accurate link. But yeah, just there's no sign up or anything. You show up and everything will start. Yeah,
Thank you.
for sure. Yeah, and as well, just to kind of mention as well, the main point of the dev communities as is one of our like to stress again, one of our main points is to build a positive community of people who share the same interests, and for everyone to join together. So yeah, we don't want to restrict to like applications and anything, all of that. We want to make this as open for everyone as possible, and for people to feel their interests as best possible. So yeah, and any updates will be on the Discord.
Something I also want to add to that is, what if you get like mid-semester, if you guys have friends or know anyone that would like to join, you just go ahead. We're gonna be recording all these workshops. So let's say someone does join in the middle, they can always catch up, or they can just talk to the community members and really bring everyone up to speed. So like Azar said, it's just about building that positive feedback, just building a really tight-knit circle and friends together.
Yeah,
that share the same interests.
The main thing too with the dev communities is not like like it's not like a 10-week series like like workshop like kind of thing. It's like you have to attend one section to like get everything, or if you miss one you'll be totally lost. Like that's definitely like, this is more of like a community as well. So we'll have like things that will like kind of as a main agenda to kind of like discuss. But if people have like certain projects that they have done in their respective fields, like if someone made like a cool AI model, or they're working on their first Flutter project or something, you'll also have the space to share your projects as well and get feedback from others. And as well as you share with like these communities like what you're doing and how you're getting involved, you'll also have the opportunities to be featured on our DSC page and on stories that we write up as well, and be part of our featured developer initiative and whatnot. So there's definitely multiple. It's more like just being a part of like a just basically like a community versus like versus like a teacher and like a student kind of setting. It's more thinking more like it's going to be more like a round table kind of thing, where everyone has equal value, everyone has equal just trying to learn from one another.
Can I add one thing too?
Of course.
So these communities, like, you're probably thinking like, oh, like, what about the AI team on Spark Dev and Discover? These communities are going to help Spark Dev and Discover, because what's a problem with Spark Dev? People come in knowing nothing and they just expect to learn like on their Spark Dev project. Go to these communities. This is your opportunity to grow your skill set. So if you go to these meetings, learn like the basics and like have these valuable discussions. You go to your Spark Dev meetings, you're cranking out like 100 lines of code each meeting, and like your project's going to be done. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely for any, not even just projects, like what John was saying, for like other initiatives on campus, and also if you're going to this these dev communities, like for instance like the AI community, and you want to get like a research position like a lab or something, this will help you a lot with the onboarding and a lot of the probably the ideas that you need to know for your positions, and also these will also help you as you attend more meetings. You'll get to know more things, also like related to project development, but as well what's actually happening in the field themselves. So when you attend interviews and you do and you're asked about these specific fields, you'll be able to tell people you're a part of this community, so you'll actually be able to talk about like what's going on in this community and your thoughts about it, and you'll be a member, a part of this community, which is in the CFIU, but you'll be connected to the rest of the world as well, in terms of like this community, as well as like the general like mobile community throughout the world, or AI community throughout the world. This is your outlet to get into those fields. Does anyone have any additional questions or anything? Or we're here all day.
Yeah, I have a question. In the future, will there ever be any other developer communities?
Yes.
Or would it be these three?
Yes, that is a good question, Lastro. We are definitely planning on some different dev communities in the future. These are just the three that we're starting off with, as we're still a very new club. This is our first semester at FIU. So these are the three that we are able to start off with at the moment, but we will be definitely, as we grow, as we establish ourselves more into the FIU community, we'll be having more and more sessions, possibly one like on cybersecurity, one on web development. The possibilities and the different types of dev communities that are possible are kind of endless. As as dev communities move forward, we'll be adding more and more as well. So it's always good to be up to date with all of our social media and our Discord to get updates on what's new. But that's an excellent question, last round. Cool. Yeah, if no one else has any questions for right now, that's cool. You could always ask in like our general chat on our Discord, and you'll always get answers there. And we're also usually chilling there every night, talking about whatever. We're just vibing usually most of the time. So come and say hello when we're hanging out, and yeah. I mean, I'm actually not sure what that QR code is, but scan it and something will happen.
Yeah, I updated that, so it should work.
Okay, cool. So that was our info session. So thanks everyone for attending at least this first part of our event. Now we're gonna start transitioning into our second part of the night, our scary movie. And the movie that won on our Discord polls was Parasite, which I'm super excited about. So we'll start getting prepared for a movie. Yeah. Is this the last slide? Okay, cool. Actually, I'm gonna stop screen sharing since I might get copyright strikes if I upload the whole movie onto YouTube. Wait, that was the wrong thing, wasn't it?
Nice.
I'm still learning technology.